Assalamu alaikum. Hello students, how are you all? I think you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Again I am in front of you with a new video class, and today I will discuss your IB subject, and today's topic is so very much important. Before starting today's class, let me introduce myself. I am Shahidul, senior teacher of English Milestone School and College. Dear students, let's proceed today's class. Dear students, as I said that I am going to conduct your IME class, and class will be conducted for the student of class 8. Today your CW number is 15. I think you have taken your books, copies and pen. Please note the CW number in your copy, and of course you will write today's date on top right corner in your copy. Dear students, let's start with the feedback on previous lesson. What did you learn in last class? Can you go back? What did you learn there? Yes, Shafat. Very good. So, who have been empowered with the very right to plead? Can you tell please? Yes, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What does the word Shafaat Kubra mean? Shafaat Kubra means, who can tell please? Shafaat Kubra means highest Shafaat. Yes. Third number question, what is the another name of Shafaat Kubra? Can you tell please? Yes, very good. Shafaat Kubra's another name is Shafaat Uzma. Very good. How many kinds of Shafaat are there? Can you tell please? Two types of Shafaat. What are they? Shafaat Kubra and Shafaat Sugra. Thank you so much. Number 5. What does the word Shafaat mean? Can you tell please anyone? Shafaat means recommendation. Yes. Thank you so much. Last question. Who will deserve to do Shafaat Kubra? Only Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is deserving the power to do Shafaat Kubra. Thank you so much, dear students. I think in your last class you were so much sound. That's why you could give answer all the question. Thank you. Let's proceed to this class. Topic identification. It's my as usual procedure. In every class I would like to get the topic from your side. Yes, there is a picture. There is another picture. By the two pictures, can you guess what will be the topic of today's class? Some people laid down the cow on the ground, and in the left side picture, in the right side picture also, there are some goats, lambs and also sheep in the field, and people are also gathering there. So what will be the topic of today's lesson? Definitely Qurbani. Yes, they are performing Qurbani or sacrifice. And today's this topic is from chapter 2, lesson number 8 and 10. So dear students, chapter 2, lesson number 10, lesson number 8 will be discussed today all through the class. Okay, let's proceed on with the lesson number 8, then lesson number 10. Before starting today's class, let's go to know about the learning outcome of today's class. What will you learn after completing today's lesson? End of the lesson, you will know rules and history of Qurbani. Okay, fine. Number 2, students will know about the activities on the day of Qurbani. Very good. And third number, you will know about teachings of Qurbani. Okay, very good idea. These 3 points are so much important for you. Let's start with the one by one. Chapter 2, lesson number 8. Qurbani. Boys and girls, at the very first, can I ask you, what is the Arabic term of Qurbani? Can you tell please? Yes, the Arabic term of Qurbani is uzhiya. Qurbani is English, uzhiya is the Arabic term, and Qurbani means sacrifice, dedication. For whom? For Almighty Allah. Please note it down. Everyone note down the Arabic term of Qurbani as uzhiya, and the meaning of the Qurbani is sacrifice and dedication. Maybe you have noted down. Boys and girls, if you would like to know regarding the definition of Qurbani, then I will say Qurbani indicates the religious system in which animals are sacrificed, and from the morning of the 10th Zilhaj to the evening of the 12th Zilhaj, in order to obtain the nearness and satisfaction of Almighty Allah. So, by this definition, it is clear that we are allowed to sacrifice Qurbani in 3 days. What are they? They are 10th, 11th and 12th of Zilhaj. Am I right? Note down. Please note it down in your copy. CW copy. All of you. Have you written? Okay, fine. Thank you. Dear students, practice of Qurbani. As a human being, as a Muslim, where from this practice has been started? The practice of Qurbani prevailing nowadays is being performed since the time of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. And Ibrahim alayhi salam is known as the father of Muslim nation. Do you know it? Yes, you should know. You should be known it. And it is one of the best ways for self-sacrifice and attaining the nearness of Almighty Allah. And Qurbani is an excellent ibadat. Allah's Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has affirmed, saying like this, that nothing is dearer to Almighty Allah than the sacrifice on the day of Qurbani. That means on the day of Qurbani, only Qurbani is the very much dearer to Almighty Allah. Dear students, acceptance of Qurbani. How Qurbani will be accepted by the Almighty Allah. The person who will arrive on the day of Qiyamah with horns, hooves and all the hair of the sacrificed animals, the blood of Qurbani or sacrifice will reach Allah, especially to his dignified status before it drop on the earth. You are thinking that you have slaughtered, you have sacrificed, you have dedicated Qurbani, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declared in the Holy Quran, La yanala Allah luhumuha wa la dima'uha walaki yanaluhu taqwa minkum. Allah told that I don't want flesh, meat of the Qurbani animals, but I only want, or I would like to see the taqwa, fearness of the person in his personal life. So dear students, if you are doing Qurbani, don't think that meat or flesh and blood and everything would not be accepted. Only your taqwa will be accepted by Almighty Allah. So purify, you should purify yourself with the Qurbani. It is told by the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And if you would like to know, sir, where from the history of Qurbani started, then I will say the history of Qurbani is related with the father of Muslim nation, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam tested many times in many ways by the Almighty Allah, but he passed all the tests successfully. But later, at last, he faced an ordeal, an acid test by the Almighty Allah. One night he dreamed that he had ordered him to sacrifice. Allah the Almighty ordered him to sacrifice his son Ismail alayhi salam. You know, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam had only one son, and he is none but Ismail alayhi salam. He had no other children. Ibrahim alayhi salam loved his son very much than his life, but one night he dreamed that he has to sacrifice Ismail. And this news has been told to Ismail alayhi salam by him. He told Ibrahim alayhi salam told to Ismail, "Oh my dear son, I was supposed to slaughter you because I dreamt a good dream that Allah ordered me, I will slaughter you, sacrifice you." Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam told, "You can do whatever you are ordered by your Almighty." By getting this wise decision by the son, Ibrahim alayhi salam went at Mina with Ismail alayhi salam and with sharp knife. But in this time, Ibrahim alayhi salam also passed in the test. Whenever he started sacrifice his son, Allah sent an animal from the heaven, and that animal was slaughtered instead of Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. From that time, we are performing this ibadat all over the world by the Muslim people. Dear students, now let's learn the principle and rules of Qurbani. How Qurbani should be performed by us. I will tell a few particular principles or mas'ala and rules are performed by us if you would like to do sacrifice or Qurbani. And at the very first, in first rule, I will say, if the person owns such wealth as beginning or as being able to afford sacrifice or sahib nisab during the period, that's been during the time from further of the 10th Jilhaj to the 12th of Jilhaj, then giving sacrifice will be wajib upon him. And do you know what is wajib? Wajib is second order of Almighty Allah, and it is next to the forge. It should be performed. If anyone becomes Sahib Nisab 1/10 of Jilhaj, but he or she doesn't perform sacrifice or Qurbani, then he will be sinner. Number one. Number two, rules number 2. Qurbani should be performed on 10th, 11th and 12th of Jilhaj, in these 3 days. But I will say it is best to carry out this action on the first day. But if you wish, you can do sacrifice on 10th, 11th or 12th of Jilhaj. It is allowed. Number 3, rules number 3. It is not appropriate to perform Qurbani before the prayer of Eidul Adha. That means Qurbani should be performed after the Eidul Adha prayer, after the Salat of Eidul Adha. So we are not allowed to perform Qurbani before Salat. After Salat, Qurbani should be performed. It's rules number 3. Rules number 4. Allah told, if you would like to do sacrifice, then healthy domestic animal like goat, lamb, sheep, cow, buffalo, camel, etc. are to be sacrificed to perform ceremony of Qurbani. And on the 1 to 7 person can share in the sacrificed animal, in on cow or on buffalo or on camel. Maximum 7 share can be performed. So dear students, in rules number 4 you have got that 7 shares may be done in cow, buffalo or camel, in on cow. Okay? Rules number 4 has been discussed properly. You will follow it. But now I would like to remind you regarding the age limit of Qurbani animal. Some people does not know what will be the age of the Qurbani animal. I will say, if you would like to sacrifice any goat, then the required age of the goat will be 1 year. And the cow and buffalo have to be 2 years age limit at least. Cow and buffalo 2 years, goat 1 year. And the age limit of a camel would be at least 5 years. And the required age of the lamb or sheep will be as goat, that means 1 year. And there is another relaxation for you. If you would like to sacrifice sheep, but that sheep is not more than 6 months age, but that is so very much healthy than the 1 year sheep or goat, then it is allowed to sacrifice such type of sheep. Have you understood properly? Yes. So dear students, age limit of the Qurbani animal will be like this. So note it down in your copy, and this rule should be performed in your practical life. Again, meat distribution. Some people become confused to do this job, and they don't know how or in how many portion the meat of the sacrificed animal should be divided. I will tell, the meat of the sacrificed animal has to be divided into 3 portions. How many portions? 3 portions. Yes. Number 1 share is to be distributed among the poor and distressed people. Second portion share is to be given to the relatives. Third portion, one can be kept for one's own use. That means whenever you will divide the meat of the animal into 3 portions, one portion can be kept for your own self, another portion can be divided among your relatives, and another portion can be distributed among the poor and distressed people. Is it clear to you? Okay, please note it down, and you will of course practice these rules in your practical life. Dear students, sacrifice procedure. How will you sacrifice or slaughter the animal of the Qurbani? It is better to execute the sacrifice by one's own hands. That means, if you are brave, if you can perform the sacrifice by yourself, by your own hand, that is very much positive and good for you, or better for you. But the animal to be sacrificed has to be laid down by placing its head to the south facing Kaaba or Qibla. That means head should be kept to the south and face will be to to the Kaaba. Number one condition, and it should be laid down, not at a standing position. Number two, saying Bismillahi Allahu Akbar, that should be uttered at the time of slaughter, at the time of sacrifice. Number three, we have to sacrifice the animal with sharp weapons, sharp knife. Sometimes we see that some people are not doing so, and it would be, if the knife would not be so much sharp, then the animal would get some obligation. Number four, to perform Qurbani, every Muslim should sacrifice better animals. Yes, you should not sacrifice any lame animal. Animal should be healthy and also nice to look at. Dear students, these procedures should be followed at the time of Qurbani. Lesson number 10, and in this lesson I will discuss regarding the teachings of sacrifice in Qurbani. Dear students, you would not sacrifice the animal of Qurbani to have the meat only. Qurbani doesn't mean the sacrifice of cows, goats, buffalo, sheep, etc. only. Rather, it means to attain the satisfaction of Allah. We would not sacrifice animal to get the meat. Rather, we will sacrifice animal to get the satisfaction of Almighty Allah, to attain the satisfaction of Almighty Allah. Qurbani conveys the meaning of the incomparable sacrifice of Allah's Prophet Hazrat Ibrahim salam and Hazrat Ismail salam. And by this sacrifice, the Muslims declare that it is more valuable to attain Allah's nearness than their own lives and property. That means we love Hazrat Ibrahim salam, Hazrat Ismail salam, than our property, than our wealth, than our life. So it should be followed. Accepting Qurbani by Allah. How our Qurbani will be accepted by the Almighty Allah. And I will say, by sacrificing animals and making the blood flow and the plates to Allah. Whenever we will demand to Almighty Allah to gain His satisfaction, we are making the blood of animals flow. We will not be hesitant to offer our own fresh blood. That means we will say to Almighty Allah, we have sacrificed animal and blood of animal. If you ask, then we are ready to sacrifice or flow our own blood in the name of you. And it doesn't matter to Allah how much money one has spent to buy an animal. That means Allah will not see that how much money have you spent to buy the animal. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, doesn't matter how healthy or beautiful the animal is. Doesn't matter. Allah only cares about how much loyalty and sincerity one has in one's heart. That means in our heart, how much loyalty and sincerity is will be known by Almighty Allah. So be careful regarding this. Dear students, teaching of Qurbani. By sacrificing, what are we getting? You know, Hazrat Ibrahim salam and Hazrat Ismail salam were the incarnate symbol of sacrifice and submissiveness. What does it mean? It means that Hazrat Ismail salam became agreed by the proposal of Hazrat Ibrahim salam. And Ibrahim salam had ordered by Almighty Allah to sacrifice his son, and both of them passed the test. If we follow this teaching throughout our life, then we will become sympathetic, benevolent, and selfless to teach others in this worldly life, and they will learn a lot. Dear students, evaluation of the lesson. I would like to check back. What have you learned from my above discussion? What is the Arabic term of Qurbani? Can you tell please? Yes, anyone? Who's here? Yes, you are right. Thank you. Second number question. What does Qurbani mean? Who can tell? Qurbani means sacrifice. Yes. Qurbani means dedication. Thank you. Number 3. Who had introduced the custom of Qurbani, system of Qurbani, tradition of Qurbani? Who? Hazrat Ibrahim as-salam. Yes, you are right. Number 4. What is the declaration of Prophet Muhammad s.a.w. for the person who will not perform Qurbani even though he has ability? Prophet s.a.w. told that the person who has ability to perform Qurbani, if he doesn't do so, he will not come to the Idgah. He will not come to perform the Salat of Idul Azha. Who was the father of Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam? Can you tell please? I have already told several times. Who? Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Yes, you are right. Thank you. Number 6. Who were the incarnate symbol of sacrifice and submissiveness? Can you tell please? I have just told 2 minutes ago, few minutes ago. Hazrat Ibrahim and Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam were the incarnate symbol of sacrifice. Thank you so much, dear students. I know you can. Some knowledge-based questions. Please note it down in your CW copy. These questions should be noted down. What is the name of surah and verse number where Allah said about Qurbani for Ismail alayhi salam, son of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam? Can you tell please? Try please. Can you tell? In which surah? What is the verse number where Almighty Allah told regarding the sacrifice, regarding the dream of Hazrat Ibrahim as-salam to his son? Yes, Surah As-Saffat, verse number 104, 105. Surah As-Saffat, verse number 104 and 105. Very good. Who is bound to perform Qurbani? Sahib-e-Nisab. Are you writing, all of you? Are you writing? Yes, note it down. Which days are known as Day of Qurbani? 10th, 11th and 12th of Dhul-Hajj. Very good. When is Qurbani animal sacrificed? Before the Salat of Idul Azha or after? Yes, after the Salat of Idul Azha, not before. 5 number. What will be the age of Qurbani animals? Different age. Goat 1 year, camel 5 year, buffalo and cow 2 years, lamb sheep 1 year. In how many portions the meat of Qurbani animal should be divided? In 3 portions. I have already told. How many portions? 3 portions. Very good. Dear student, related question, RQs. There are 3 questions. Please note it down in your copy. Explain about the history of Qurbani. Number 2, write about the principles and rules of Qurbani. Number 3, explain about the teachings of sacrifice in Qurbani. Please note these questions in your CW copy. Dear students, homework number 15. Learn and write homework, and there are only 2 questions. Write about the principles and rules of Qurbani. Number 2, explain about the teaching of sacrifice in Qurbani. The answer of these questions should be written in your SW copy, and you will show this question answer to your subject teacher properly so that they can check your copies. Because we are in pandemic situation, that's why we are not in school, we are not in campus, but we are working, we are learning from home through Zoom, through video class. So dear students, write the answer of this question properly in your SW copy. Dear students, I think you have got clear idea from the discussion, and today's lesson is so much important for your upcoming exam. So please learn all the lesson properly and take proper preparation for the exam. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.